So I'm classically trained, and I have a lot of favorite composers. But there's one composer for me who stands out above all of the others. He died rather young, that's a hint. And when I think of him, I'm just filled with reverence and this amazing angelic being. I don't think he behaved a whole lot like an angel in his life. But his music was so angelic. So who do you think that was?
Mozart. Mozart?
Mozart. So I'd like to offer one of my favorite pieces in the repertoire. It's simply called Andante. Stands by itself in reverence to this amazing composer. around some more. And I saw a mother and a child. And what came to me was to play a lullaby. He doesn't look like he's quite ready to go to sleep. but maybe when he hears the lullaby, he'll drift off. So this comes from a collection of songs by Manuel de Falla. 7 Spanish folk songs. And these are actually songs, they're meant to be sung. However, a lot of instrumentalists like me can't keep our hands off other people's repertoire. I love this piece. And this one is simply called Lullaby. And the Spanish, it just says Nanya. And the text is, sleep softly, niña, softly. Sleep, sleep, my angel. Softly sleep, little starlet, gleam of the morning. Nanita, Nanya. Nanita, Nanya. Softly sleep, little starlet, gleam of the morning. And then it says, this is music talk, pianissimo, very, very soft. But then it also has the word in Spanish, murmurato. So I looked that up, and it means murmur or whisper. So I think that suggests that it should be played very, very softly. So when the child starts to fall asleep and drift off, she won't be awakened by something that's too loud. And it being that lullaby, I would like to suggest that at the end of the playing that we just have some stillness so that we don't disturb the sleeping child. Two words, ornament and embellishment. And we have ornaments and embellishments in music. And you may have noticed in composition, they're often very short, quick notes. And so, for example, in this one that I just played, we have a longer melodic line. And we have then there were a couple of M words that I noticed. One was maternal, and I think that Mary Lou Higgins was a real feminist artist and had that maternal quality. And the other one was mythic. So I thought about one of my favorite pieces in the repertoire, which is a myth from antiquity. And it tells the story of Orpheus and Eurydice, who were beloveds. And sadly, Eurydice was bitten by a snake and died and went to Hades. And Orpheus was bereaved. He was possibly the greatest musician in ancient Greece, so they say. And he played the lyre, which is a little harp, a small harp that you can carry around. And when Eurydice died, Orpheus used to walk through the streets of Greece playing his lyre. And when Eurydice passed, he went to the gods and he said, I want to go down to Hades and bring my beloved back to the land of the living. They looked at him and said, what are you, crazy? Nobody's ever done that. And he took out his lyre and he started to play. And he played so beautifully that it softened the hearts of the gods. And they said, okay, you can go down to Hades and bring her back on one condition only. And that is that you go first and she follows behind. And you must not turn back. And so Orfeo went down to Hades and they were reunited. And they started out of Hades to return to the land of the living, and Orpheus went first, and Eurydice followed. And they continued on their way, and they were almost to the land of the living. They could see the light, and Orpheus had this moment of panic. Is she still there? And he turned around, only to see her being snatched back into Hades. And the composer, Gluck, was a contemporary of Mozart, and he wrote an opera, Orfeo. And this is part of the opera. It's called the Dance of the Blessed Spirits, and it's really very well-known flute solo and a favorite with many of us. something very different. Yeah, so I was looking around and I saw a bowl of summertime with these fabulous, what are they? Metal coils, glass beads hanging down from this bowl of summertime. And I thought, oh, well, let's play summertime. So this is your opportunity to be a sing-along if you're interested. So I'm going to play, it has 2 verses, right? And so I'll play for the first verse, and then the second verse we'll sing. And if you want to sing, you can sing, and if you don't want to sing, you don't have to. Your choice. How we doing on time? So there's this 3 faces. And I looked at that and I said, oh, it's so sad. So I came across one of the saddest pieces. It's by Ernst Bloch, a Jewish composer. And it's the first of 3 compositions called From Jewish Life. And this one is simply called Prayer. Jewish composers to write. Really savage. So, how are we doing? Yeah. So our time is almost up. And but before I finish playing, I just want to thank you for coming, for being a wonderful audience. And I want to thank Willard for this brilliant idea. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, yes, visiting artist program, magical musical journey. One of the other countries was Italy. And there's a rather well-known composition called The Carnival of Venice. And it's one of those pieces that pretty much every instrumentalist on the planet will get their hands on sooner or later. Evidently, well, it's based on a tune, which evidently is a famous tune. This may sound familiar. My hat, it has 3 corners. 3 corners has my hat. And had it not 3 corners,
it would not be my hat.
I think it's very profound. I think maybe it has to do with knowing your true identity. But I don't know, maybe not. But in any case, my mother used to sing it to me in German. Mein Vater hat Dreiecken, something or other. So maybe it came from Italy, but it certainly has gone around. So, Carnival of Venice. So we made a sketch, and we had a carnival, and we had the clowns and gymnasts, acrobats. We had students turning cartwheels and somersaults and making splits, and everybody just having a lot of fun. So that's what we'll finish with, and then we'll see. Sometimes, well, it's only been twice, but when I play at BRAHM, I kind of enjoy having like a signature piece. And if we get to that, I think a lot of you may recognize it. And we'll talk about it when we get to it. Thank you for being here. This is when I play the music. It has too many notes.
thank you so much, Akal Dev. That was beautiful. It was definitely a magical musical journey. It took us all around the world. Thank you.
And so when I play a BRAHM, I like to end with. Some of you will recognize these. It's a lullaby, and it's by Johannes BRAHM. So you can hum along if you'd like, if you know it. Sorry, jumped the gun a little bit there. But thank you so much, and thank you so much for expanding on the pieces and what attracted you to some of the songs.